that there will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men.
Peace be with you, everyone. I'm your host, Dawayne Evans. Al, and my Instagram is Al Green Jr. Welcome to the Rhythm and Reason podcast. This is a podcast all about bringing you conversations that we think you will find interesting. These are black conversations, and we aim to present these black conversations in a positive light to show black people doing something positive, as opposed to fighting and arguing and everything else you can find in entertainment or in informationals. We want to be uh, positive. And that's why we call it rhythm and reason. Rhythm because we love music, and reason because we love to think deeply and consider and address the issues of our day. Firstly, I'd like to say to everybody, we have a disturbance in the force. That's right. Our sister Ari won't be with us today. And that while that is sad, Ari had some other engagements she had to partake in. Robert's going to be a little bit late, but he'll be here nonetheless. I'll start with our first segment of today. We'll bring Devin with Field of Vision. Brother Devin, come on.
Thank you. That was our main head of the Rhythm and Reason podcast, Minister Mr. Dawayne Evans. Make sure to follow him and everybody else. But now time to get into it. So, welcome back to the Field of Vision of the best and hottest podcast in town, Field of Vision. I am your amazing host of this, Mr. Devin Sims, aka Mr. Too Damn Good. And today, what we're going to discuss is it's kind of related to what happened earlier this week. Earlier this week, we had lost a very important figure of Motown and the Jackson family, Mr. Tito Jackson. He passed away earlier this week. So before we get into what we're going to talk about, I would like all of us to have a moment of silence for Mr. Tito. All right, and we're good. So, speaking of Tito Jackson and the Jacksons, the first question that I have for the brothers is that what is your favorite Jackson 5/Jackson song, but like just favorite song by the Jackson brothers in general? So I'm gonna start this question off with RJ because he listened to them the most and he grew up with them. Mr. Kid?
Oh, that's a great question, and I love that you asked that. And rest in peace, Tito. You messed up the game with this one. I'm not gonna lie. But my favorite Jackson 5 song of all time would have to be The Love You Save. My favorite Jackson song, probably Can You Feel It? Pro- Yeah.
Okay. And welcome to our special guest, Derric.
Yes,
Hello.
yeah. Welcome, Derek.
Yes,
Welcome,
yeah.
Derek.
Hello. Thank you guys for having me on.
Oh, no problem, man.
Thanks
No
for
problem.
being here.
Absolutely.
Oh man. So Dev, we can shoot back to you with your questions.
All right, I'll fill Derek in a moment. Okay, so Derek, what's going on here is the first part of the podcast. This is my segment called Field of Vision, and I ask questions to the people, the brothers here, and and we just have a good old time. We debate from time to time, and we just have some deep conversations. So the first question I had asked, because sadly Mr. Tito Jackson passed away this week, and I had asked the brothers for the first part of the question, what is your favorite Jackson 5 or Jackson's song? And I just asked this question first and foremost to RJ because he grew up with the Jacksons. He listened to them a lot, and he still does to this day. So, and since you're our special guest, I'm gonna ask you next. What's your favorite Jackson 5 Jackson song?
Oh, before I even give the answer, we have to say shout out to Tito for being the head of the whole operation. Really, Tito's
Right.
the whole
Yes.
reason for the Jackson 5. If he wouldn't have popped that string,
Yeah, we wouldn't have no Jackson 5.
would
Yes.
have no Jackson 5, no
Don't
Michael,
forget,
no Janet. So shout out to Tito
That's
for
true.
that. Rest in
don't forget he
peace.
took that
Shout
whooping.
out to
He
Tito.
took that whooping for breaking that string.
He
Oh,
took that
yeah.
whooping for history, honestly.
He really
Um,
did. He really did.
His sacrifice
but
shall not be forgotten.
but
Facts.
my favorite, it differs from time to time. Right now, my favorite Jackson 5 song would be Maybe Tomorrow, because Mike was really singing on that song like a
Yeah.
grown man. He sung that song like a 40-year-old man.
That's one thing about Mike. He gonna sing that song, boy.
It's
He
like,
gonna
how are
sing
you
it.
singing this like this? Yeah, it's got to be Maybe Tomorrow at the moment. It's just he was really singing his behind off. And then the Jacksons, my favorite the Jackson song is probably Blues Away at the moment.
That's a good one. That's a good
It's
one.
beautiful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, Derek. Thank you for your answer. We're gonna shoot this question next to Terrance. What you got?
I'm finna mess y'all head up, bro, real fast. Jackson song. Now, my favorite Jackson 5 song is a song they got called Touch. Michael was too young to be singing that. I ain't gonna lie. Michael was too young to be singing that. And my favorite Jackson song, I don't even know if y'all know it. They got a song called Find Me a Girl.
Woo!
Oh, that's a
Heard of
good
that
one.
song.
That,
I've
Bruh,
heard of that
and
song.
I feel like
that's
Michael
underrated.
just destroyed the whole song, bro. He went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, that was good. Ooh.
Oh, can I have an
Yeah.
honorable mention?
Granted.
Different kind of lady when they had the horns on it.
Different kind of lady.
Oh my God, that's the
I do
best
like that
version
I
song,
with
ain't
the
yeah.
gonna lie. I'm
horns.
starting to like Torture. I didn't like it at first. I'm
It had to
starting to
grow
kind of
on me,
I'm
yeah.
starting to kind of rock with it. It's starting to grow on me.
Yeah, that
That
was a
song,
eye song, you know.
yeah,
Mike took over that song with the coming in with that second verse. Just
yeah,
the way that he
Musicians in there. It was
it's just the way that he does his vocals and the way that he says things. Like engineer today would cut the stuff out that he does, and it adds so much to what it like. She was up the stairs to nowhere, like all that ending adds so much
yeah.
to it. He's great.
Mike is just yeah, that's not gonna be not anybody like Mike. It's not gonna be
Yeah.
anybody like Mike ever again.
Dwayne, what you got?
Well, thank you for asking me this question, Devin. I would say my favorite song by the Jacksons would be "Mama's Pearl." I love that song.
Oh, I love that song.
That's a good song. Michael did a good job, as always. So yeah, "Mama's Pearl."
Okay, what about the
Yeah.
Jackson? The Jacksons, like the epic era, where they was
Oh,
like
I
all
didn't listen. I didn't listen that far. I'm gonna be honest. I
all
stopped
right.
at the Jackson 5. That's
We gonna give you time. We gonna give you time to get there.
Yeah, we're gonna give you some time.
Brother Josh, what you got?
Well, first off, rest in peace to Tito Jackson. That was a tough one. Um, so my favorite Jackson 5 song is "I'll Be There." Michael and Jermaine killed it, especially Michael.
Yes, yes, yes.
But yeah, Michael should have been singing them type of songs at that young age, but
Should not have.
he should not have. But he made it. He sounded like a grown man. Okay, you could feel the emotion in that song. And then Jermaine was good too. But my favorite Jackson song is "Show You the Way to Go."
Let me show you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
I
okay.
think who wrote that? Gamble and Huff wrote that for them. So, and that was good.
That's a good song.
That was.
All right. So for me, before I move on to the next two questions, I'm up for the Jackson 5. This wasn't my original one, but I'm gonna have to give it to Dance Machine because I've been listening to that one a lot recently. I mean, I don't know, man. Michael's entire verse, the robot. I mean, it's all iconic. Jermaine's verse is pretty cool. I always like to sing that part.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it to Dance Machine. But for the Jacksons, Yeah, I got to go the same answer with Josh. Show you the way to go, and like honorable mention, blame it on the boogie. I
That's a
like
good
that.
one. That
Mm-hmm.
one get you
That
goosey.
is that
That
is.
one's
That is.
good too. That was a good one.
Oh, T Nick,
Or or or
did you see my
what about
message?
Forever Came Today?
I
Don't
did.
sleep on that one.
Of course.
There you are, standing there, reaching out for me.
There you go,
Forever
Terrence.
Came Today probably
There you
has some
go.
of the best
That's an
choreography
honorable
that we've
mention for
seen
me.
from them. That
Yo,
choreography is
you
so
got
dope.
the core and then turned out of it, bro. It was so smooth,
Yep.
bro.
That was so clean.
All right. So for the next question, I'm gonna ask this one to RJ first again. What's your favorite album? Album by the Jacksons.
By the
It could
Jackson.
be,
By
it
both
could be.
groups.
Yeah, Jackson 5, Jacksons.
My favorite album by them would be either be Dancing Machine or Get It Together. And then for the Jacksons era, it'll probably be Triumph, Going Places, or Destiny. Destiny was a real good album. Oh my God,
All
Destiny was a
right,
good
all
album.
right. Derek, what you got?
Oh, J5. It's either Get It Together or Moving Violation. I really like Moving Violation. Like I love Breezy. I love Breezy.
That song is so underrated.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, such a beautiful song. And then for the Jacksons, what are you doing if you don't say Triumph? Like such a great album. Like top to bottom, no skips.
The,
Yeah,
Triumph is an
yeah,
album. Everybody has to listen to that album at least once in their life.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Josh.
So my favorite album is the Christmas album. Uh,
Yeah, with mommy kissing
yeah,
Santa
because
Claus in
on
there.
that, yeah, yes, that one, Michael's version of "Give Love on Christmas Day," and Jermaine singing the Christmas song, and
I did
Santa
like
Claus is
that.
coming to town. Yeah, so that even though they were trying witnesses and celebrate Christmas, but they did a whole Christmas album. But that was a good one. And then my favorite Jackson's album, yeah,
I
Triumph.
don't know what you said at the end. You were breaking up a bit. I didn't know what you said.
Uh,
Part.
I think I said my favorite Jackson's album, Triumph.
Okay, okay. Terrence.
Uh, favorite. I mean, it is Triumph. Like realistically, it's Triumph. But like my personal favorite would be Destiny, and for the Jackson Five, probably it would probably be Get It Together. I think Get It Together was a real good one.
Okay, and Dwayne, since you haven't got too far on the Jacksons yet, we'll just do the Jackson 5 for now. So what's your favorite Jackson 5 album?
It's probably ABC.
To be told, yeah. To be told.
Dwayne, you
Uh,
mute.
ABC, ABC. Yeah, yeah, it's ABC. I can't do those other ones. ABC, I stick to that one.
I
Mike
mean,
was
but for
singing
me,
his behind off on ABC though. Like that whole album, like if you were talking about little Michael Jackson vocals, it's that album.
That whole album, top to bottom, Michael was
Yeah,
sliding.
he did. Basically,
Didn't miss the
that's why I
beat.
like Little Michael. Little Michael was
Yeah,
very
little
soulful.
Michael. And I'm not gonna lie, when his voice started to change, that was one of his best eras too. That rasp
Uh,
in his voice when he started to change,
honorable mention.
amazing.
Uh, I like the Jackson Five's version of "Can You Remember."
oh yeah, me too.
You said what, baby?
Babies.
Yeah, and I love how they changed the lyrics around from the original, but Michael killed it.
They did a couple Delphonics covers, didn't they? Didn't they do Ready or Not or something?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
they
on the
did do
ABC album.
good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, he is bugging out.
All right, thank you, Terrence. Thank you, Dwayne, Josh,
Of
Derek,
course.
RJ. For me, favorite Jackson 5, I'm gonna give it to third album. Just so many peak tracks from front to back. And then for the Jacksons, Destiny, but like second, Triumph. Okay. And for last genuine question, I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start this one with Terrance. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite Jackson brother?
That's so messed up that you did me like this. Jackson brother. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It was Tito, just like simply because, bro, I seen an interview and Tito was like really making Wendy Williams about to risk it all, bro. He was making her about to risk it all. And then he sat there cool in a mug, bro.
Yes, yes.
He never changed his voice. Bro was like, you can tell by his sons. Bro was like a
This is
great
my
father.
wife.
You can tell by his sons. They always give bro props. But my in terms of like singing, like my favorite Jackson brother, like it's Jermaine. I like his voice. I like a lot of his albums, his solo albums.
Oh, brother. No, I'm just joking. Gotta throw one of them in there. All right. RJ, who your favorite? All right, we'll go circle back to him. Josh, who's your favorite?
My
It's
favorite
tweaking out, bro. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm
Yes.
back. My Wi-Fi tweaking out.
My favorite Jackson brother, Jackie.
Yep.
Jackie.
That is
Jackie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Jackie was just so cool and laid back. So Jackie was my favorite, and he had a nice falsetto. Don't sleep on Jackie.
Yeah, of course. RJ, who you got? Because I asked you second.
Oh, my Wi-Fi was tweaking out. But my favorite Jackson brother personally is Mike. When I was younger, my family used to compare me. They used to call me Little Mike because I used to sing my heart out to all of his songs. So Mike for sure.
Can I say so? I want to add Marlon in there because Marlon is hilarious, and also
Marlon is so funny.
And also, it's a video online of a concert, and you can see Mike in the front doing the robot. If you look in the back, Marlon is killing that. If you look in the back, bro, Marlon is killing it. I ain't even gonna lie. Whenever you take your eye off Michael, bro, you'll see Marlon be really getting it.
That's facts.
But whenever you're watching Michael, Marlon is doing the same exact thing somewhere behind him. He's so behind him, the exact same.
You really just gotta watch it, point him out.
And once
Dwayne,
you see him, like, huh,
who you got?
How you doing that?
What you say again? Rephrase that question, Devin.
Who's your favorite Jackson brother?
Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael, because after Michael will probably be Jackie. Michael. Yeah, that's right.
Derric.
It's such a hard question. I like a lot of them for a lot of different reasons. I think overall probably would be Tito. I think Tito was one of the least there's three non-problematic Jacksons. It's Reby, Marlon, and Tito. And Tito wasn't trying to be the star. Tito knew exactly what his place was. Tito was just like, I'm cool, and I just give me a hat and a guitar. I just want to play guitar with my brothers. But like in performance-wise, you can really see how Jackie is one of the glue of the Jacksons. You can see how much he was missed when you watch the Victory Tour. You're like, dang, these harmonies and these dance moves do not hold together without Jackie. So, yeah.
Fair.
For
me, I have to give it to Marlon because he's pretty funny. Broken dance. He can dance pretty good as Mike, so I gotta give it to him. Then there's Jackie too. He's pretty great. Michael, of course.
My favorite Jackie moment will forever be when him just dancing the dancing machine. Him doing the dance steps to dancing machine, and you just look at him in the background and see what he's doing.
So hard. It just
he's doing the moves so hard. And then you look at Mike and everybody else, they being smooth with it, and then you just see Jackie.
I'm talking about putting his whole body into that mug.
Like, Jackie, stop, please.
Yeah, he can't beat, but hey,
Hey, but also that's Marlon too. Marlon performs like he's still auditioning to be in the group. Like, can I still stay? Am I still allowed
Bro,
to be here?
I feel like
It's like
someone
it's
put some
Marlon
Sean
like
on
yo
Marlon.
Marlon like
Bro,
yo if you miss
don't put some
if you
Sean
miss
on
one
Marlon.
show, you mess up one show, that's it. I don't know what to tell you. We'll find
That's how
somebody
he.
else
That's how
and
he
we'll get.
acts.
That's how he.
With,
Like,
I'm telling. I probably
I'm not
because
gonna
that's
lie.
actually the
You
case.
can
Joe was
tell. You
beginning
can
to kick
tell
him out
when
multiple times.
but nah, you can tell when Jermaine left, bruh. Marlon was ready to take
what?
over his
Like
place.
this is.
He
I ain't
ain't
gonna
Yeah,
waste
lie.
no
I ain't
time.
gonna lie though. I
that's
didn't
true.
mention it
Marlon was
in my
ready.
favorite songs. I didn't mention it in my favorite songs, but Body is like that's kind of. I don't know if people really like it because I see people clowning them, but I like that song.
Body goes in.
I like
Body
that
go
song.
stupid when you needed to.
Body
Yeah,
goes in.
Like, bro, I think that song is peak. I like that song.
That's one of the best songs on that album.
I'm
If
saying,
we're being
Honestly,
real.
yeah,
honestly, like being real.
and we could change the world was okay too.
Yeah, I mean, Body is
Yeah,
definitely like
yeah.
a copy of "Want to Be Starting Something," but other than that, it's a great song.
It
Facts.
was. It was.
That's a fact.
Hey, tell the
well,
truth.
I asked all three of my questions for this part of the segment, so I think that wraps it up for this time. So thank you for your answers, brothers. RJ, Terrence, Wayne, Derek, Josh.
Definitely. Thank you again, everybody. Give a round of applause for Devin and fill the vision for this episode. Uh,
Thank you.
excellent. Devin, before we go on, I'd like to also ask Brother Derek to just give some basic background of yourself. Who are you? What do you do for a hobby? And where can we follow you on your socials and so on and so forth?
Y'all want me to talk about myself? How much time you got?
No,
No,
not just give a basic overview for
I
our
mean,
viewers.
don't worry,
nah.
man.
Well, my name is Derric Gobourne Jr. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, rapper, dancer. Uh, do a lot of things. I started out dancing when I was 5 years old. My dad was a huge Michael Jackson fan. I remember hearing "Can You Feel It?" and was like, "What is this? Who is this?" He was like, "You don't know this Michael Jackson?" I was like, "I'm obsessed. Whatever this is, I'm obsessed now."
He
So
liked it from the start.
yeah, I
Yep.
was like, I need more of this. Whatever this is, yeah. Uh, but yeah, my dad was a big music person. My mom was also put us in dance and ministry and church. So we grew up in the arts. It was me and my three siblings. Um, and as I got older, I got interested in music, songwriting, and producing and whatnot. Released a mixtape when I was in high school, and then when I got out of high school, dropped my debut album, Supremacy. Was released over in Japan. And I dropped my second album, and then my third album that just came out, Until, was my most successful project. About like,
I have that.
what'd you say?
That's a good
I
album.
have.
That's a
I
good
have
album.
Thank you. Yeah, that's about
Truth be told.
12 million streams at this point, and my first number one record on there. And I've been on American Idol, and thank you.
Hold on, before you go on, can we give a round of applause for this brother? He's been
Thank you.
working. He's been
Bro,
working.
put me in work. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Excellent. We are so glad to see Black excellence in our midst. We all are excellent in
Hey,
our
Dick,
own
ask
way.
you
Well,
something fast.
And so,
Derek,
Hey, we
Derek,
gonna have
we're
to
gonna
do
have a little
definitely
interview for
glad to
you
have you here, my
coming
is that a
brother.
soon.
natural thing, or someone like took their time to teach you,
Teach me what?
like how to produce and write? 'Cause I know you write.
Uh, with anything you do, I think it's just consistency and doing it over and over and over and over and over again. You go back and look at the stuff you were doing, and you were like, "No, that's not good." but you grow the more you do stuff with anything, or you should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely should.
If you
Mhm.
don't,
But Derek, we will get back to you because we have a little interview portion for you too. So
Yes. Excellent. We want to move on to the announcements. Today, as I said in the beginning of the program, Ari is gone. She's on leave. She's leaving on the midnight train to Georgia.
Really good. That's what you're doing.
Dwayne, man.
No. But anyway,
Oh,
she's out. So we got RJ filling in for her today. Brother
On
RJ,
them
got
announcements.
the announcements.
All right. Announcements. Well, as we know, Mr. I just want to say this. Can we have a moment of silence for everybody we have lost in the month of September, real quick? We lost
yo, James L.
a lot of
Jones, Frankie
yes, we lost a
Beverly.
lot of legends. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think
can we
all
just
of
have a
them
look?
was in 3 days, if I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
in the span of 3 days, we lost like three legends. So can we just have a quick moment of silence for them?
For everybody.
Okay. Well, again, Jodeci will be performing in London or in Germany. So if you're in, if we're reaching London and Germany and everywhere else, you know what I'm saying, get y'all tickets. It's gonna be worth it, I promise. But
Are you going to London?
I don't got London money. That's not the point. That's not the point.
That's the point.
The point is they could go see it for me. You know what I'm saying?
You already know somebody gonna record it anyway, so it's good.
Exactly. You know
It's
what
all
I'm saying?
good.
Y'all, it ain't even about him. This is about them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Also, you know what I'm saying? Belle Biv DeVoe will be doing a tour real soon. You know what I'm saying? I probably don't have the money for that, but you know what I'm saying? I can still watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Go
First
and
row,
get y'all tickets for that.
$500.
Don't forget to mention about the VIP package.
Oh yeah, the VIP packages.
The
You know what I'm
VIP
saying?
package gonna be
VIP
Let me
package.
tell you something.
$1,040.
If y'all can't afford the VIP package, right, don't even worry about it. Don't
I'm
hurt your
telling
head
you,
over it. Just
your
take your
rent will
tickets. It's
not
gonna
be
be a
paid.
I
Your
promise
rent
you,
will not be
it's
paid.
going to be a great show, regardless of whether you get VIP or not. You can really run into if you live where they live, you can run into them anywhere, honestly. But you know what I'm saying. That's all the announcement I have. If any, oh yeah,
Um,
next Saturday I have a single coming out, and I feel like everybody, all you guys should tune in and listen and give your support. You know what I'm saying? It's my first single, so I'm a little nervous on it, but you know what I'm saying. Hopefully everybody will like it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't like it, don't even trip. I got something special for y'all.
Diddy got arrested. That's it. That's it. Now,
That is the announcement right there. That's the announcement.
I was waiting for somebody to mention it, but it looked
Lord,
like he wasn't going to. Then the stuff they found up in. You know what? That's not even my business, bro.
You know what I'm
That's not even my
saying?
business, bro.
We're not gonna talk about what they
Yeah,
do.
we're not
we
gonna
just
talk
going
about
We're
it.
not
we
gonna
gonna
talk
stay
about
on a
People go
positive
missing.
note tonight.
I heard people go missing if you could talk too much. So I don't know nothing about.
Exactly. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Yeah,
know
Listen,
nothing.
listen.
Terrance, just you might want to be quiet now. They listen.
You know
Yeah,
nothing about.
You know what I'm
what
saying?
is Diddy? What is a Diddy? I don't know. I don't know that.
Exactly. Who is that?
Who
I
is
don't
that?
know. I don't know whom you're speaking of. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know.
Wayne. That anyway. Yeah, Wayne. That's the announcements we have for tonight. And
well, but
if anybody else have any announcements,
before we carry on, I also like to share with everyone. Please like, please subscribe,
subscribe.
please share, please do all of these things because we love your engagement. Everybody together, like, share,
Like,
subscribe.
share,
Like,
Like,
subscribe.
share,
what?
That was a
subscribe.
little
Let's
off,
try it.
but
Try
we
it
said
again.
it.
1, 2, 3.
Like,
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 Share,
share, and
subscribe.
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 Splendid,
We'll get it.
splendid.
We'll get it.
I'd also like to just read this poem by a leader of our past. It says, "In shadows we rise, with strength and truth as our guide. From struggle we bloom like flowers after the tide. In unity we stand, with freedom close at hand." And of course, the Black leader of the day, which I would encourage everyone to study, is Marcus Garvey. He was a Jamaican political born leader and publisher and orator, and he became a key figure in the Black nationalist movement in America in the 20th century. And he founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, advocating for Black pride. So please check out our ancestor, Marcus Garvey, because he lives through you. All right. Now, let's go on to the next topic, which is the song of the day. That's by RJ, my brother. Song of the day. Bless our ears.
Song of the day, I'm gonna introduce my brother, my little brother, Mr. Devin Sims. Mr. Too Damn Good. Mr. Too Damn Good. Come on. Say what you gotta say, man.
Everybody give a round of applause for Devin. Devin.
Thank you. Too kind. All right. So, wait, hold on. You want me to sing something, or you want me to say like a regular?
Nah, what's your song?
Just a regular. Just a song of the day.
Oh. Okay. All right. Damn, I just had it. Oh, okay. The song of the day is Shining Star by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Today is Earth, Wind, and Fire Day, the 21st of September. You know, Earth.
Yes, it
Hold
is.
on now.
Yo, it is.
Yes, it
You said it
is.
wrong.
It's December 21st.
What?
It's September 21st, y'all.
Hold on now.
Usually the white people will be all over this on TikTok. I missed it.
Oh, man.
I'm saying, I thought Black Twitter was gonna be going crazy.
What?
That's
It's
crazy.
And it's crazy they're not.
EWF.
Play after this over.
Boy,
I
they
know it's about to
tripping.
play after this over.
Boy, what? We about to play the mess out this song when it's over.
But Shining Star good too though.
It's a great song. Great song.
That's a good one. Let's Groove Tonight. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Keep your head to the sky. Underrated.
But on that high note though, I would like to introduce somebody who will be singing the selection tonight. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's go time. It's go time. T Nick. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Actually, I feel like Josh is saying today because
Josh, are you ready to sing?
I can't today.
Oh my God, it just gotta be me, huh?
Okay. See, all the signs just pointing at you.
Maybe
Don't feel
next
bad.
show.
I'm gonna be singing at the end, like always. But you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
All right,
Next
you know what I'm
show.
saying? I gotta
Next
give
show.
y'all the right aesthetic for this one. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen,
aesthetic.
I want to give y'all the
It's song
musical
time right now?
stylings. Yeah, it's song time right now.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen,
dirty right
you
now.
got. Yep. I want to introduce one of my bandmates. Remember a recent rendition,
I hate this.
Mr. Terrance Nichols, who will be singing the selection.
You know, I don't genuinely like you. Why would you do this? Now I gotta find a song to sing.
I did test you. I told you this beforehand.
Yeah, but I very much so thought it was Cap.
Now, I don't know why you thought I was lying.
Dang, you gotta. Oh snap!
Today.
Hold on. It's finna come to me. Hold on, I'm finna cook. Hold on. Hey, pretty baby with the high heels on, you give me fever like I've never ever known. Just a part of your loveliness. I don't know the rest of this song, but I know the chorus. Oh, I'll be working from 9 to 5 to get, cause you're the one for me. Where you make me feel.
Where you make me feel.
You really turned me on.
You really turned me on.
Lonely days are gone.
The lonely days are gone.
Hold on, here you go.
Brother Terrance, everybody. Brother Terrance Nichols.
Everybody give a warm round of applause to Brother Terrance for that. Excellent. Oh, man.
Also,
Yes.
I'd like to give a shout out real quick to our podcast brother, Mr. RJ Kidd. His birthday was the other day, so let's give a round of a hand for brother RJ Kidd.
21 never felt so good, he says.
It really
Also,
never felt so good.
Dwayne, to let you know, Robert is backstage. He's trying to join.
So really, I didn't have to do that. RJ, see me after the podcast.
I didn't know Rob was backstage, honestly.
But you're gonna have to see me after the podcast. Go and get ready to square up.
Okay.
You ready to throw?
Oh, you'll be fine. It was good practice. That's great practice for you.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll get over it.
You gonna put Rob in here?
Let me add Rob.
Technically, Rock is still saying.
All right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
damn.
Devin.
What's going on, everybody?
Ben.
Oh,
What's going on? Um, hello, everybody that's watching the podcast. Sorry for being late.
Rob, glad for you to come in, brother.
Thank
Glad for you
you.
to come
Thank
in.
you.
Everybody, everybody who wants to know, brother Derric is still here. He's just backstage due to
He's just
the
back.
limit of 6
Right.
people. So he's still here. He's just backstage.
We'll be doing his
We're
interview
gonna
shortly.
we're gonna move on to my observation here in a second. Before I move on, I'd like to also just wish everybody in the month of September a happy birthday. If you're watching, happy birthday. So let's continue on.
Hey, Dwayne, before you do that,
Yes.
after you get done your observations, is it okay with you if I, sing my song? Because I was supposed to sing when Terrance
Yeah,
was
yeah.
on.
He was supposed to sing. Truth be told.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you can sing the song right now. Go ahead. Sing the song before I go ahead.
All right.
Yeah,
Now,
go
do I
ahead.
want to sing the whole song? Or do I want to sing part of
That's
it?
up to you,
That's
Jack.
up to you, brother. Go
That's up
ahead.
to you.
Sing your
All
song,
right,
brother.
bro. All right, bro. I'm gonna sing a song by the legendary Luther Vandross. All right. So I'm pretty sure all of y'all know. So y'all ready? All right. I wanna tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through. Missing you, oh, till you come back to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, 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 no. I'm just skip to this part. But don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this way again. Baby, 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 oh, baby. And I love you. Hey, I really do. All right, that's it for now.
Ladies and
Good
gentlemen,
job, Robert. That was
Thank you.
good.
Everybody, Rob.
Thank you.
Dwayne, one more thing. This may sound like a triple ensemble because Terrance was singing and Robert was singing, but I had also you didn't know about this, but I had also stated last week that I was gonna sing on the podcast as well. So we can either
so I
do it.
did not have to do
Oh,
any
I
of
didn't know this one either. I didn't know this one either.
Wow, this is
that.
interesting.
Square up when we get off this mud, and then I
Terrence,
just square up when we get off.
Terrence, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We talked about this morning. I said I was gonna sing.
Exactly, but
You
you wasn't
wasn't here
here.
yet. You wasn't here.
So bro just decided I'm just gonna make Terrence sing. I should have said no to embarrass you.
I mean, it's true. If you would have said no, someone's gonna have to say.
Let's get on to the nitty gritty, okay? Because some of us got to go.
Right down to the real nitty gritty.
I'm just
Oh,
playing, but
okay.
I like to talk about how do we address issues in our communities? How do we address these issues? Everybody know that during my observations, I like to touch on the reason part of our podcast. The reason. So I like to talk about the thinking parts. So I want to know. I want to kind of turn it back to everybody on the conversation.
Right.
Issues in our communities like the economic issues, people can't afford to pay their bills, the social issues. People are being killed. The uh, the political issues. Politicians are lying. Just to get a vote. How do we address those issues in our community?
We got a
I want to
president
give a question
running the
back.
country from jail. They still gonna try to vote for bro, but
Yeah,
gonna be in jail.
honestly, I really don't understand how any black person can vote for Trump. My cousin,
Stop
calling
name
him out.
dropping these
Do
people.
not name drop these people
Quit
unless you
doing
want
that.
us to get canceled,
I'm sorry,
brother Rob.
Nah,
but
we ain't gonna get canceled.
I,
But like, bruh, chill.
I'm
Quit
sorry, bro.
doing
I'm sorry, but I just don't understand how anybody of any race
Well,
could
Well,
vote
we
for
hold
him.
on.
can't get
The
no.
question
Wait a
wasn't
minute.
really
Hold
that.
up. Stop.
The
We
question
can't
wasn't
get
really
can't we can't get canceled for saying and stating our opinions. That's a part of our First Amendment rights. We
Oh
have the
no, you
right
can
to
definitely get
freedom of
canceled for
speech.
stating your opinions.
No, I'm saying we can get okay. Let me retract my statement. We can get canceled, sure enough, but that doesn't mean that we can't have an opinion. And so that's all. Rob is free to have his opinion. He doesn't feel like anybody should vote for Trump. If that's how he feels, that's how he feels. To me, I feel like nobody should vote against their interest, period. I feel like if your community is in a ravaged state, you should vote for the person that's going to actually fix the issue, not just saying it, because both of them are saying it. I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican. I'm a black man. You see what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
won't ever touch blackness. They'll try to tell you, well, we're Democrats and we want to help your situation. No, you don't want to help my situation. You want to keep our
you want to
situation.
benefit from it,
You want to benefit from it.
you
You see what
know. And we got people that on the Democratic side pretending to be something that they not. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's just like, bruh, it's like it's insulting, bro. Like y'all really think we this dumb? Like crazy,
I think it's all politicians. We have as a people we have to vote in our own interests. If
right?
the person is not coming talking about our condition, get away. Hit the road, Jack. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be up to us to save America.
It's
It
free.
should be up to them to do right by the people who live in
Right.
America. We don't have to save nothing. We've been saving you. We've been paying our taxes. We've been fighting and dying for this country. It's up to this country to do right by its citizens. And the
And
main crux of the ones who built this country, the black man,
and
do
I
right by us and give us our own.
and
You
I'm
know,
gonna say it. I don't care how nobody. Okay, I'm not say Zach. I'm gonna say it. Give us our reparations. I'm gonna keep on saying it. Stop this trying to oh y'all don't need reparations because y'all ain't gonna use it right. Nah, bro.
Well,
Who
hold.
said
Stop, stop,
this?
stop,
Who
stop.
said this?
Josh. Put your camera on. Turn your camera off, brother.
Huh?
We see your whole Walmart trip.
My bad, y'all.
Like,
Thank
bro is going full-fledged
I put my
grocery
own
shopping.
baby
You
so
know?
you.
I
Yeah,
saw
you
my
see his whole Walmart
they,
trip.
I put my
Yo,
phone down and they saw my he
that is
said they saw my whole
probably
Walmart trip.
that is probably the
Come
blackest
here,
moment
buddy.
we've had on this show.
Come here.
That's probably the blackest moment we've had on this show.
Hey,
Bro is just
hey,
At
like,
least
you
hey.
know what? I got stuff to do, but I need to go to Walmart before they close. That
We
is
see your
actually
whole
big
Walmart trip,
ever
brother.
seen.
Turn your walk.
Actually,
Turn it
I
My
off.
need to
bad.
go to
My
Walmart
bad,
before they
yo.
close.
I didn't mean for y'all to see that.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, what were you saying, Rob? I think you were saying something.
Basically, just the whole reparations thing, bro. Like, give us our reparations. We built this daggone country. Give us our money. Damn
You
it.
got to look inside the mind of our people. Nobody wants to start there. Nobody, when they're doing analyzation, they don't. They always want to start everywhere else, but
Mhm.
nobody wants to start within themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Most of the issues started within us. You know,
Yeah.
that's the main reason why education is so important. Knowing who you are is so important. So you don't end up like how you were intended to end up being here, because we weren't meant to be intellectuals in America. We were meant to be workers in America. That's why when they brought our ancestors here, they told them not to read, not to write. They told them not to have any education. So we have to start there, but we have to even start before there, because we wasn't that before we got here. You know, and so we almost indebted to each other as brothers and sisters. We're indebted to each other. When you see a black man walking up the street, know that you could be that black man. When you see a black woman, know that you could be that black woman. When you see a human, period, know that you could be that human. That
Right.
human is the same as you are. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we have to be more aware and stop tossing the blame and start taking ownership for what we're doing, because what we're doing is not right. How we treat people, say that they're brothers, but don't even treat them like brothers.
Hmm.
Don't even know what brotherhood means. So
And
yeah,
I'm gonna say this,
Their response
we
to that is, man, I ain't no kin to you. That's
exactly.
exactly what they say to you.
yeah. And my thing, I'm gonna say this, we gotta stop worrying about everybody else's community and fix our own. We got the most stuff going on in our community. We need to fix what we got going on before we start worrying about everybody else.
Yeah, in America,
The thing with that though, a lot of our problems is surroundings. Like if black people get like think about it, like a black person. I know people personally who was just terrible in high school, like straight up thugs in high school. But once they got out of that environment, went to college and got out of that environment, they thriving. A lot of our stuff is from the environment.
Right.
Once you leave town, once you leave where you at, it opens up your head a little bit.
Yeah.
That I can agree with.
yeah, and I agree
Because
with that.
I've seen some who've been like that, but then once they move out of town or something like that, and actually discover themselves, they change.
Yeah, it's like a whole new person, bro. Like,
It's a
is
whole new
like
person.
he ain't even on that no more, and it's great to see. It's great to see.
They be like,
Mhm.
wait, didn't Bobby used to be on? Didn't he used to be on this or that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why,
I'm tired of
that's
seeing
why,
that.
that's why reparations are so important. Reparations simply mean repair. We need to repair ourselves mentally from what was taken from us.
Right.
We were done wrong, and one could say, well, slavery had happened so long ago, but the effects still last. They
Right.
still last.
Why do you think we got colorism in our community? That
A
affects
thing
the
with
slavery.
that, a thing with that, a lot of people can say, the slave masters did beat the slaves, and black people, we got a history, getting them whoopings, and a lot of people say that slave mentality. I don't know if I agree. Maybe, maybe
Well,
not.
no, well,
I
because
don't know.
the
I don't think I
scriptures
agree
say
with that.
I don't want to go biblical, but the scriptures say, "Spare the child, spare the rod, spoil the child." But I don't think that has anything to do with beating. I think that has more to do with correcting. I think as far as beating, as far as the slave is concerned, that has nothing to do with correcting. That has more to do with defaming and
They're trying to
putting
get the slave to submit. That's why they whip.
it's
That's why they
submitting,
do that.
yes. So it has nothing to do with that, unless the
Look,
parent is coming in a
really
vein
think
of
about
it.
it.
Um,
When you got a whooping, did some of y'all get whoopings for just like talking back?
Yeah. Okay.
Think
I'm gonna
about it.
say it like this.
Think
I
about it.
understand where they were coming from with that. It's like, when your parents tell you to do something, you do it.
Yeah, I got old
Now,
school parents, so I get it, but they wasn't
and
like that old school. But I lived with my grandma for a nice little second, and she was like that. It was very
now,
much if I said it, you did it.
so
Don't
Terrence,
do it because you're
so
talking back.
she, so Terrence, so like she would do the whole because I said so thing.
Yeah, you didn't know, bro. I'm talking about, and you better not question nothing. Her word is as good as bond.
Yeah.
but,
See,
but,
that's
even,
so.
But
even still,
sometimes, but sometimes though, like that, they shouldn't have to speak more than once when they ask you
I
to do
mean,
something.
yeah, but
That's
RJ,
your
I ain't gonna
parents.
lie, bro.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. But my
But at the
thing
same
is,
time, if what you asking me don't make sense, and I ask you again, and you say because I
that's the
said so, that's
thing.
it.
Because I said so, it's not like, look, I was raised great, but there's some things I'm just not gonna do. Because I
yeah,
said so, it's something I'm just not gonna do.
yeah, and it's just like,
I'm gonna make a trend of where if you mess up, instead of feeding your kid or taking him to the store, verbally tell that man or verbally tell your son or daughter, I'm sorry. That'll
right,
fix a whole bunch of people trust issues. I'm telling you it would.
mm,
Because I don't
yeah,
know about y'all, but I have a little bit of trauma. A little bit, not too much. I want
yeah.
to be
I ain't,
I
I
I
want to
feel
ain't
be,
gonna,
everybody.
but
I ain't
you
gonna
got
Just
say,
about.
black people trauma. You a little aggressive sometime when you don't really need to be. When people yell at you, you get really like fighting mad.
yeah.
You feel me? It's little
Y'all
things,
know
the little
my
things.
trauma is mainly from school and stuff, not from my parents. My parents was cool.
Yeah, my parents were straight, but still little traumas. It's certain things that they
Yeah,
did that I wouldn't do. I'm not doing that because I said so stuff. Because if you
yeah,
the kid gonna be confused, and what a confused kid gonna do? Gonna do it anyway. If you tell me don't touch that stove and don't tell me why, I'm gonna touch that stove.
and then I don't
Yeah.
know about y'all.
Now,
Go
if
ahead.
you tell me don't touch that stove, it's hot and it'll hurt. Okay, he ain't gonna touch that stove.
Right,
But because I said so, I'm gonna be like
right.
the type of kid I was. Oh, for real? That's it.
And then
Kid I
and
was.
then another thing, I don't know about y'all parents, but like when I would question my mom and dad or whatever, they'd be like, "Oh, I ain't talked to my parents like that. All I did was ask you why you said this."
Yeah, like you didn't have a conversation with your parent. Well, that I guess that could be true though. That's what I'm saying. Like
So
every
I
generation is
have a
getting
question.
better.
I want a question.
Every
I have a
generation is
question.
getting better.
I have a
I,
question. After listening to what y'all said, and I think what y'all said was excellent. A question I have to you is what personal responsibility, and I'll go first. What personal responsibility do y'all believe y'all have that will actually enact change in our community as black men? What personal responsibility, as young black men, what personal responsibility do y'all believe y'all have? And I'll go first. I believe my personal responsibility in order to enact change is it, being educated, going to college, um, shifting. Uh, in my example, being the oldest of seven children on my mother's side, my dad had two more children, which are also my brothers. I've been older of seven children on my mother's side. Um, Showing them that it's not just what you see when you ride up the street and you see a young black man who might be my age, but he's not in college. There are educated black men, and so you should have no excuse because you have an example. So I'll take the question to Terrence, then or whomever wants to answer, or whomever you know.
Can I answer that real quick?
Yeah, RJ, go ahead, RJ.
go ahead.
I think for me, personally, I can't speak for JB or T or even Derek, but I feel like my responsibility to the community is I want me personally, I want to change the music industry for the better. Like that's how I feel like I can help the community the most because a lot there's been a lot of artists out and each artist really just follows the same formula. We have so many other races copying and pasting what we do in the music industry to get further ahead, and but we can't, you know what I mean. So I think for me, it's saying making, especially for today's music, making better music, kind of, and kind of like cleaning up the industry to to not give it such too much of a bad look anymore. Because it's been getting pretty terrible reputation, especially with the figures that's going down with it. That's just
And
me.
to,
Me personally,
I'll go and answer them next.
before I start
Go
talking,
after Josh.
Oh, I was gonna answer my.
that whole thing about music, like Bert, Josh, what are you doing? You said I was going next anyway.
Oh, my bad.
But that whole music thing, I ain't gonna lie. Every generation doesn't like the new generation music. That's how it's
Yeah.
always been. That's how it's always been. But it's kind of like that. It's a mix of both. Both of everything y'all said. Because I'm the oldest of six. I'm the oldest of six. I'm the first. Hopefully, I'm the first Nichols to graduate from college. Hopefully, so it's about being a role model. It is because when they look when your siblings look around, like once they get to a certain age, and you can see it when kids get to a certain age, they start to look around and they start to realize what their surroundings is, who the people are they hanging with, and the people they look up to are their parents. Yeah, but parents can be real rough. So the person they look up to gonna be their brother, or their oldest sibling. So I'm trying to do that. Now with music, yeah, change the music industry we can, but I feel like when I get a certain amount of money, like Rich with the music that I be doing, I'm also in college, social work degree and everything. So when I do all that, I think a lot of people when they get rich, they dip out of their neighborhood and they don't do nothing else for it. And it's educated, they rich now, but they ain't putting back in the community. Now you
other educated people.
treating, and then I don't like when some people start treating the black people they grew up with who are kind of still there because rough times, like they less than. So what I do, I said this multiple times, I'm putting money back into my spot. I'm not gonna live. I'm not gonna live here. That's just straight up facts. I'm not gonna live here.
Yeah, I'm not going back to the Bahamas, but I'll send y'all money to fix it up.
But I'll send money to like whenever I get it. I'll send money to like maybe make a boys and girls club.
Build a school.
We open the mall. You feel me? Have something for kids to do because kids ain't got nothing to do. That's why all of a sudden, I'm telling you, it happened. The second we have nowhere to go no more, stuff happens. Now everybody fighting. Now everybody tweaking. There's nothing to do.
There's nothing for kids.
You need to put something here for people to have something. Like on my side of town, there's no grocery store.
I'm not gonna lie, Terrance. Can I piggyback off what you said?
I have to go all the way across town to get some food. Like that's stupid. You got to
piggyback on what Terrance said. He right. When we were younger, we had so many things to do. We had Chuck E. Cheese. We had so many other things to do. Right. And now, since COVID and stuff like that, there's not really much for kids in this generation to really do. But either be on their phones or be outside. Or be on the game, and after a while, that gets redundant. But go ahead, Rob.
No, I was basically about to say the same thing. I always said, bro, like if I come into a large sum of money or
Rob, Josh was supposed to go next.
Oh, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, just to piggyback what y'all was saying. I mean, one thing I would change, definitely the music. Definitely the music, because I feel like today's generation don't really sing about, love or respect anymore. So, well, with the recent rendition, we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring it back. So be on the lookout. So that's what we're gonna do.
I don't sound that great now, but give me another 2 years. You'll see the change. You'll see the change.
Y'all, when he was singing for real, that was on the spot. If I would have gave him more time, he would have did that shit for real. That's really my fault, y'all.
It is his fault. I would give myself a 7 out of 10, but still, I could have been a 10 out of 10. I'm so confident. YouTube's gonna tear me up, ain't it? YouTube gonna tear me up. No comments gonna be like, I don't know what he's so confident for. YouTube gonna tear me up. Oh my god! I hope I don't look at the comment. I look at the comment, they just gonna hurt my little feelings.
And then JB's completely right. We're gonna bring that love talk back.
Well, let him finish. I don't know if he was done yet.
But yeah,
I'll finish right now. I'll give more in a little bit.
But what I was saying is, I always said if I come into a large sum of money, I'm giving back to my community. Like here in Philadelphia, it's a lot of stuff to do, but like let's be real, bro. Like for the kids, like growing up in the hood, and everything, bro. Like downtown, but let's be real. Nobody can really afford the stuff that's down there, bro. And the kids don't really got nothing to do. Like they trying to build a 76ers arena downtown where the only mall that's in the city is. Like you gotta go out of town and go to a mall over here. So it's like, bro, we need a boys and girls club, like you said, Terrance. Something, something where the kids can like hang out on the weekends or whatever. You know what I mean? They don't gotta worry about getting into trouble and all that. Because
that's the main thing. It starts with the kids, bro. Because I don't know how y'all public school was, but my public school was extremely fast to try to throw us children in juvenile. They run us in the system. So
my public school was like that too.
Like legit,
school was like that too. If you
they had a whole assembly. They had a whole assembly. It was like, if you get jail. If you get into a fight, jail. If you get jumped or jump somebody, gang fight.
If you get jumped, it's a gang fight. What?
Bro, I got
like
jumped.
They jumping me. What I do?
What the hell?
I swear for God, the only person they were threatening to send to jail was me.
That makes no type of
See,
sense.
I would have been
Go
mad
on.
because
They
I was
have
like,
a.
bro,
That's what
they
I'm
show
saying.
me
Public
how am I
schools
in
at
the
the
wrong?
same
How
time.
am I getting threatened
Public
get sent to
schools
jail?
at the same time. They have a zero violence thing that they have going on, which basically means someone can bully you and pick on you and even slap you. As long as you
That's
don't get back,
that's
nothing
how
happens.
it was
As
at
long as
my
you don't
school.
get back, nothing happens.
That's
But if
Yeah, that's
y'all
how it is
start
in my
fighting,
school currently.
but if y'all start fighting, guess who both are getting suspended? You and him
Well,
both.
guess what? Guess what? Well, public schools need to change that because especially kids
Like, bro,
nowadays,
you telling
they
kids
ain't
don't
going
defend
for that
themselves.
no more, bro.
You telling kids don't defend themselves. I know kids that they ain't going for it. We wasn't going for it.
I,
We ain't
Who
going
well,
for it.
playing
y'all know
kids?
the story about
And,
Who
my
and, and the
playing
kid and the
situation.
kids?
kid,
Who
and the
stay
kids in this
suspended?
generation, they ain't coming to just solve the beat. They coming to end it. Period.
Like we wasn't going for that. I know the kids up under us ain't going for that. Bro, after a while, we did not care about getting suspended. We was like, bro, I'm not finna let
Yeah.
nobody
Well,
just
that
Exactly, bro.
y'all.
After a certain point, bro, I don't care how much, I
Yeah.
don't care what y'all do to me, bro. This nigga over here, he's not gonna keep talking to
like,
me
bro,
any kind of way.
Right.
you know it's bad because y'all know how much I love and respect my parents. You know it's bad when I legit told myself I'm probably finna get a whooping when I get home. Oh well.
Yeah. See, Terrence, bro. See, I
Like,
should
you
have
know
gotten to the point.
nobody care no more.
See, Terrence, I should have gotten to that point when I was in school, but
Uh,
I just never got to
yeah,
that point.
I say
Man,
this, Rob. I know you can, but let me say this. It
I think our school is
it,
like
it
that too, though.
starts when we make a decision. I'm talking about as a people. Like when we consciously make a decision that we want better, that we don't have to live in this condition. And when the figureheads, the church pastors, the politicians, they lay down their platitudes, they lay down all of these things and start being level headed for the people. They won't ever be level headed. That's why I don't have no faith in none of the politicians because they're paid to be there. You know, some of them, most of them take government money. They lobby every law. So we're gonna get so and so in office, but they don't make no never mind because they're in the hands of the lobbyists. They're in the hands of Walmart, different countries. I'm not gonna say the name,
Walmart?
but different companies.
Oh,
Walmart. Yeah.
Boy,
They're
you
in the
about to get
hands of a lot of
sued.
them, and they send their lobbyists to Congress, and when they get to Congress, they'll tell your politician that you put in the office. They'll tell their politicians, "Hey, we'll give you this amount of money if you sign this bill. If you don't sign that bill, you veto that bill." They do all of these things. You see what I'm saying? So we have to come together as a community, and the church, and the mosque, and all of these in the synagogue, and all these religious churches. I mean, and all these religious institutions which claim to have and be for God have to actually start doing what they claim to preach. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, man. So
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like black folk, when it's time, when it counts, our people do come together. The problem is, I think we asking for too little. Cause think about it. Cause think about it. Like, hear me out. Here, think about it. Y'all remember when George Floyd died? Rest in peace. Y'all remember when he passed
yeah,
away,
yeah.
right?
Right.
Y'all know what? We started rioting and doing all of that stuff. Y'all know how that stuff got resolved? They put a whole bunch of black shows on Netflix.
Yeah. But the thing about that, Terrence, bro, let me stop
That
you.
was it. And
Bro,
then we was
it
cool,
was.
right?
But Terrence, wait a minute, bro.
Yes.
Let
Shit,
me
George
stop.
Floyd died, and then all of a sudden, Moesha,
But
Sister,
Terrence,
and all
Terrence,
the good black shows on Netflix all of a sudden.
Terrence. The thing about the riots, though, it was in our own community,
And
bro.
that's the thing I'm talking about too, bro.
But
Another thing we did, we messed up our stuff. We ain't go to the rich neighborhood. We messed up
but
our stuff.
even still though, Terrence, even though we messed up our stuff, it's not ours to begin with because
It
they
ain't.
come right into our community, just like that community that officer came right into our community, and he murdered George Floyd.
But the gag is the real stuff is some some undercover police officers was out there riding too. You know, that's the real gag. But you
Mm,
know, I'm gonna be
I'm not
quiet.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
That
man.
lie.
goes
This ain't
without
a
saying,
conspiracy
but
show.
that goes
No,
without
that's not a conspiracy. That's real facts. Like that's real facts. That's
that goes
legit
without
facts.
saying because
Hey, Terrence.
They were
Hey,
dressed
Terrence.
as
Hey,
civilians and they were
hey,
out there rioting too to make us
We got,
look
we
bad.
got,
hey, Terrence, hold up, bro. Let me tell you
listen.
this, bro. You know, like it's like
I'm not gonna lie.
certain.
Y'all dragging it on.
No,
We
bro. I
gotta
just
let the
gotta
show to
say
go.
this, bro. It's let's just say it's certain people out here.
I ain't gonna lie, ain't Derric waiting?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Y'all are dragging it on, and we got the rest of the show
Oh
to go.
well, Rob, you finish on what you're saying,
Uh,
and RJ will get Derrick on here. Rest assured.
bro. It's
Yeah, but
I'm
now
looking
um,
at
I
the
was
timeline.
saying,
Oh my
bro,
god.
Terrence, I
yeah,
don't
that's a
know if
busy
you
man,
know,
yeah, for real.
I don't know if you know, but like, let's just say it's certain people they get in these masks and they basically pretending that to be black folks. So like, basically, I'm just leave it at that. I'll explain more later on. But yeah,
all right. Thank you, Rob, for that commentary. Thank you all for this commentary. I end on saying this. I always like to have these discussions. We'll have a different
We
one.
should have really had Derek in here because he don't like spanking. Could
Yeah,
have
yeah. Derek would have been a great. This would have been a great time for the chat to
Lord.
be.
But we're gonna get him back up because Rob, I'm gonna put you backstage so we're able to get
You
Derek.
could put Josh
No,
backstage.
I
He
put
gonna be.
Josh. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Rob. Josh, I put you backstage. Yeah,
Say what now?
you
we
finna put
put
You
you
going backstage?
backstage
so
Bye.
Derek can join.
so Derek can join.
All right.
RJ, you ain't have to be that excited. You ain't
hey,
have
what's
to be that
going
I did that
excited.
to
on,
troll.
Derek?
I did that to troll.
Nah,
Hey,
you ain't
Derek,
have to
what's
be that
going on, bro?
excited. Don't do
You gotta
What's
say
up?
bye.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh
But
shoot, I didn't mean to do that.
hell. Okay. Well, Derek, what I'm saying, you introduce yourself once. Give the audience a little brief one go around one more time.
Derric Gobourne Jr., born in Sarasota, Florida. Started singing and dancing at 5 years old after I heard Michael Jackson. Developed into a singer, songwriter, producer, um, rapper, dancer. My third album has been my most successful album. My first number one record, 12 million streams worldwide. Did American Idol this year. Been on Rolling Stones magazine, and been noticed by some of my favorite artists who inspired me: Teddy Riley, Bobby Brown, Rodney Jerkins on the street, which was a great story.
Oh,
And Chucky Booker just recently, just some of my favorite artists. So yeah.
Dude, Chucky Booker is a
can, can
underrated producer,
can
bro.
we
Like,
just can we just give a round of applause
yeah,
to him one
give
more
Chucky
time?
them props, man. I'm telling you, bro.
'Cause
Chucky
I'm not
Booker.
gonna lie,
I
those are
want to
some
work
real
with
big
Chucky.
names.
I want to work with Chucky. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, facts.
Man,
Well, I
that
have.
man.
Well, the
Yeah,
first question I have for
spread
you
my
is
wings alone. Like,
the first question I have for you is, you know, me and my boys, what I'm saying, T Nick and JB of Recent Rendition, we are a part of your the genre that you started, Neo Jazz Swing. I just wanted to ask you, how did that come about?
uh, really, just honestly, it was just like, let's try it and see. I was a backup dancer for a long time, and the person I was backup dancing for, they were like, first thing labels are going to ask you is what makes you different. And I was like, okay, well, I have a high top. I kind of dress like I'm from the 90s and stuff, kind of like that. Let's try it and see. Let's try New Jack Swing. Let's see what happens. First album comes out, and immediately it was like, and I was like, okay, we're sticking with this.
oh,
But
it
I wanted,
works. Okay, I hit dirt. I hit pay dirt.
yeah, I was like, okay, well, but I wanted to evolve this sound, and I am a student of music, right? I love doo wop, I love jazz, I love funk, I love um, bossa nova, and all these different genres that I love. And I was like, let me mix it within what I do. And I was talking to Teddy Riley. He was like, he said that New Jack Swing is a fusion genre. That's what it is. It is a
Yeah,
fusion of everything.
it's a bunch of.
Uh, yeah, a bunch of things together. It's go-go, it's gospel, it's jazz, it's funk, it's everything that I like. It's hip hop. So I was like, I'm gonna take that, but also I'm going to incorporate the modern sounds that I like. And how do I differentiate that from what happened then? Okay, neo, it means new already. So all right, this is the New Jack Swing era. So it's kind of
Neo
how
Jack
it started.
Swing. Yes, yes. I just want to say, listening to your third album was really what
Falling
inspired
for
me
Autumn is a
to
masterpiece,
make
and you
yes,
should be very
that
proud of
song. I
yourself.
love that song.
You should be very proud of yourself.
And it was listening to your album that really gave me the concept and idea for my own album.
Thank you.
So
I'm honored.
I can attest to that. Bro Dev listened to it and just started throwing ideas out there, and I was just like, oh well.
Why? Because my whole thing is, what I'm saying, I look at the greats and I try to be better. So
Mhm.
it's like I was like, damn,
Bruh,
this
bruh,
this is a damn
just
good
like
album.
that. We
How
got just like this. Oh, okay.
see how his shit sounds so good and so clean, you know what I'm saying? Now let's do that, but with our own swag and style on
Thank you.
it.
Thank you.
We gotta have some sex appeal. We gotta be like Josie. I was just
You
like,
know what I'm saying? Like
hey,
all
you
the
just started
ideas just
throwing
came rushing out.
ideas out there, and I was just like, bruh, okay, fool.
My
Like,
ideas have been sticking. I'm just
and
saying.
some of them have been sticking, but sometimes it's just like, bro, you're reaching. We can't do that.
So
Like,
I have a question for you, Derric. In your time in the music industry and singing, what has been the most captivating experience?
The Rodney Jerkins story. Honestly, it's the Rodney Jerkins story. So I'm working on Until. The only reason I did Until was because I had just gone through a breakup. This is the end of 2022. First heartbreak. Terrible, terrible. This is
yeah, I,
like
I
this.
know that feeling.
Oh man. So actually this is January 2nd, 2023. So I'm like, ugh, I'm down and out. I do theater, so I was working at this theater, and I was doing Dream Girls. And one of the Dream Girls, we kind of had a thing going, and that's what made me make that. I originally made it for her, just for her. And then I heard the stuff I was doing. I was like, nah, other people have to hear this. But I usually love to take walks, and I love to take walks and listen to what I have so far in an album. I'm in Sarasota, Florida. This is my hometown. Walking down the street downtown, I see my dad. We chop it up, and I'm walking. I love black people, and there's only 13% of black people in Sarasota. So if I see you, I'm going to talk to you. I'm walking, and I'm looking at this big black dude, and I'm like, "How you doing, brother?" He said, "Hey, I'm playing Never Thought at the moment too. This is Never Thought before it's mixed, all this kind of stuff." I'm like, "How you doing?" He said, "Who is that you playing? I like that." I said, "This is me. Anybody ever tell you look like?" He said, "Yep, that's me." I said, "What?" And so he tells his son, "Get his number." And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" So I talk to his son, we chop it up. And so I walk away. I'm calling my mom, I'm crying. "I just met Rodney Jerkins. He said he liked my music. Da, 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 da." So he called me back and he's like, "Hey, yo, Derric, this is Rodney. Come back to the pizza shop." I'm like, "Oh, God." So now I'm in here. I get to the pizza shop. I said, "Let me cry before I get in here. I don't want to look like no no fangirl in front of Rodney Jerkins. Let me cry before I get in this place." So I cried a little bit outside. And I walked in there. We talking. He's like, and I'm broke at this point because I'm spending all my money on everything, trying to get everything together for this album. So I'm broke. He's like, "Hey man, did you eat today? Like, hey, do you want something to eat?" Yes, yes I do. Yes I do. I sure do. Hey, get whatever you want. What? All right, let me get the Supreme. Let me get 2 slices of Supreme. Let me get. So we sitting there, we chopping it up. We're talking about everybody we love. We talk about Teddy. We talk about Michael. And then he asked me to play and the stuff I was playing outside. And he was like, "What about the one I heard you playing?" I said, "This is the one. It's Never Thought. It's called Never Thought. It's supposed to be like my Michael Jackson and Sean." He was like, "That's the one. This is the one." That's how that became the first single. And to this day, nothing besides getting to talk to Teddy Riley, but I only got to talk to Teddy Riley over Instagram. But that let me know I was on the right track. Somebody like Rodney, the first album I owned was Invincible. That's the very first album I owned. So somebody like Rodney Jerkins in the middle of your hometown just stop you in the middle of the street being like, "What are you playing? I like that."
You got
Be like,
something here.
ugh, I got
See,
chills just telling the
Gotta
story.
get chills,
see,
bro.
see, see,
Can't
see. I,
wait.
I love,
Can't
I
wait.
love hearing stories like these, man, because
The
it's
motivation is
very
so real,
inspiring.
bro.
Yes, very,
Yeah,
Because
very
it's honestly gonna vote me, Terrence, and JB, who's backstage right now, because you know what I'm saying. We've been doing this music thing for a little while. Me, my whole life, but Terrence, his whole life. Same for
I ain't
JB.
gonna lie to you. The only reason I started this late, I was trying to fight it so bad. Because
Mm.
it was just like you going into a business where you could be rich one day and then like your bank account is in the negatives tomorrow. That's kind of scary. For like you living unstable. So I tried my best. I'm just gonna go to college and I'm not gonna say nothing else. forget all that singing. I'm just gonna.
Mhm.
It's a
That's how
dream,
you,
It's a dream.
you know what I'm saying?
It ain't
That's
nothing
how you
for it.
think it. That's how you
It's
think
a,
you're gonna do it. But
I
then
don't know if
God
y'all
just
got it, but it is a feeling in like the lower part of your stomach. And every time you try, I'm trying so hard, like, bro, I ain't finna sing this song, bro. Like, what I'm gonna do? I ain't finna do all that. And then like it just kept being in there. It just kept being in there. And before I know it, bro, I'm performing at my college, or I'm at work just singing songs, and everybody like, oh, you always singing, bro. You need to go ahead and do something. And then the second they said that, I meet him, and then he kept trying to tell me come to Florida, and I was just like, bro, I'm not doing that.
I had to convince how me and Terrance met, because at first it was a rivalry. We all had as a group, we all had this thing called the Versus, which is like a singing competition,
RJ is
big
the most
singing
competitive
competition.
person you ever meet.
I am
Derek,
very
RJ is the most
competitive,
competitive
so
person you
I
ever
Derek,
get
let
really
me tell
into
you,
it.
Derek, let me tell you now. RJ like to play mind games.
I'm telling
Oh.
I do.
I'm
All
telling
right.
you,
I
RJ is a manipulative guy when it comes to verses. So Derek, I didn't like him at first because he was so like, bro.
I did it
I'm gonna
on
tell you
him,
what
and
happened. He had talked so much stuff to me one day. He was like, "Come on, let's verse," and I was just like, "We had never versed before." And I was like, "Bro, it's cold outside," and he just kept talking. I got up. It is 2:00 in the morning. I got up in the middle of the night, walked outside. It is cold outside, and I did a whole verse with bro. I won, but he won. He made me get out my bed.
Yeah, hey, Derek,
I won, but he
Derek,
won.
let me say this, bro. RJ, it never failed, bro. RJ always found a way to get me to do a verse. I would tell him multiple times, I'm not doing it tonight, bro.
I'm telling you,
when it comes to that
He's
singing,
competitive.
when it comes to that singing, I get real serious
And
about
I'm
it.
gonna tell you, I figured him out. He always played the mind game. He always tried to perform. So I was just like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make costume changes. And I'm gonna tell you one thing right here. He'll tell you he never tried it again.
Yeah.
I didn't try it again, and then we versed
Like
one more time, and then we ended up drawing.
Derek,
Yeah.
one
And
time, right?
then he told me, bro, we could be a super group. But he was in another group,
It
and he
was
was
right
trying to
after that
replace
group.
like one of his
I was like,
members
bro,
with
we
me.
could be a
And
super
I
group.
just feel like that was messy.
I was like, Terrance, listen, we could be a super group for real. I was in another group, and I felt at the time, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was, you know what I'm saying? Because I have been at it for a little while too. So I felt like, oh, I'm working real hard. I'm going to school. I'm doing all this. And I feel like they're not. And they came to one rehearsal and like they was just fumbling through songs. And I just did not appreciate that in the moment. So I got mad. When I was testing him, I was talking to them. We was kind of arguing, but kind of not arguing. And that's how the group ended. Like 2 weeks later, I'm on the phone with Terrance. Everybody else left. So it was just me and Terrance. We just started talking about music.
Mhm.
And he talking about his group. You know, I said, and this is the time I'm thinking about my own album. I was like, okay, yeah, I want to do my solo album and all that. He talking about his group, and as he's talking about it, I just getting visions of the group in my head. And I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, me and you, this could happen.
He was convincing me for a whole year. And one day I was just like, one day my grandma just randomly, she was like, you know, your favorite cousin living in Jacksonville, Florida now. And I was like, oh, I got family in Florida now. And I was just like, well, I mean, shoot, why not? Why? So that's how that happened. But anyway, let's not make this about us.
This is really
This ain't about y'all, just about Derek.
Yes.
I'd like to one more time thank you, Derek, for shucks, accepting the invitation.
There you go, bro.
I went down and I come back up. Accepting the invitation.
Because we got one more song.
To the interview.
Any more questions y'all want to ask him though?
Any more questions before we get to this last song and then give our close out?
Nah. Damn.
Oh, I got a question. For you. When you were promoting your album and all that,
we in a time frame now.
Yeah, I know. I'll try to keep my question short. When you was doing your album and doing all the promotion and stuff like how did that like come together?
Yo, how did you do that, bro? Like that was a promotional run that I ain't never seen before.
That was some promotional run I have never seen in a while. So,
Thank you.
so,
Bro, when he
so,
walked out,
because
when he
now I'm
walked out
trying to
with that
get.
lollipop and he did that interview, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, who the
I
heck,
was like, yo,
is?
yo,
But
who is
then I
this
was like,
guy?
yo, that's
I'm
kind
talking
of
about, I'm
hard.
talking about. He had the
Oh, he had the
Michael hairdo.
lollipop
He
and the
got the
glasses. I
glasses.
was
He got
like,
the
yo, that's kind
lollipop.
of hard.
What really caught me off guard was the Barney. I was like, is that a Barney?
Yo,
Uh, I'm a big studier. I'm a big nerd of business. I'm a big nerd of marketing. I'm a big nerd of just promotion. And so a lot of studying and then looking at things and be like, how does that make that work for me? I look at my analytics. I watch what works. I try stuff like that didn't work. Um, and just really taking it serious. I guess that is the real answer, taking it seriously, and looking at what I could do realistically. What I could do by myself realistically was set up my phone every week and do about what is it? Do about 15 videos per week, so I can have just things dropping every single day. If you interact with me every day, you're gonna be like, I heard this song all the time, and even if you didn't listen to it, you know the song. You can sing and I don't love again and find a love again, even if you didn't listen to the song because you heard it 3,000 times on social media. But just looking at things that work for businesses, and I'm a business, I'm an artist, but I'm also a business, I'm a brand. How do I make that work for what I'm doing? And that really it really just comes down to research. That's really all it is. But thank you. I'm honored that y'all it hit who it needed to hit for real.
yeah, I'm telling you, you had my boy over here coming up with plans.
That's how it works. You need to be the most successful people are extremely goal oriented. So if you don't have a plan and if you don't have goals, you can't be specific with what you want. I knew that I wanted each record to have 2 million streams. And I said, well, this is the thing I have to do to make sure each record get 2 million streams. And so we're almost there. I'm almost there.
Yeah, almost there.
Song for you is being a little annoying, but we're almost there.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are almost there indeed. One more time for brother Derric and his.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're always glad to have you on. We're gonna add brother Josh back on. Put you back the back.
Oh, and Derric, feel free to stay for the closing song. I'm sure you'll like it.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Mm. Cool guy. Cool guy.
All
Great, very
right.
good guy.
Again, one more time for brother Derric. He was great. He was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
He was great. We were glad to have
Telling you,
him on here, and
that's making me want to go get his other albums because I only got into you.
glad to have him on here. And definitely a very well accomplished young man. Definitely going places.
Young
We're
man.
gonna,
Didn't he?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? We all young. Go ahead, RJ.
Yeah, go ahead, big dog. Do
Song,
your
Derrick.
stuff,
Give
man.
us a song.
All
Give us
right. So
yeah.
RJ,
this
RJ.
song, my soul brothers in here know very well. You know what I'm saying? A song by Mr. Ruffin of David called "Statue of a Fool," which I felt fit this closing very much.
Oh my.
So I'll be
You better,
singing it here
you
tonight.
better go off with that one. I know that song.
Oh man. Somewhere there should be for all the world to see a statue of a fool made of stone, an image of a man who let love slip through his hands, and then let him stand there all alone. So build a statue and build it high so the world can see. Then inscribe the world's greatest fool and name it after me. Oh baby,
And there on his face, a gold tear should be placed to honor every tear he shed. And I think it will show that the whole wide world will know. Concealed inside is a broken heart. So build a statue and build it high, so the world can see. Then inscribe the world's greatest fool and name it after me. Oh baby, and name it after. And there on his face, a gold tear should be placed to honor everything he shared. And I think it will show that the whole wide world will know. Concealed inside was a broken heart. So build a statue and oh, build it high, so the world can see. And inscribe the world's greatest fool and name it after me. Name it after me. You name it after. Oh, yeah. Name it after me. Thank you all for watching tonight.
So how about it for Mr. RJ Kidd of the recent rendition?
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, we reached that time of the night. It is time to say peace be with you. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Rhythm and Reason. We surely hope something was said or done here to inspire you and to keep the rhythm in your heart and the reason in your mind. Peace be with you, everybody together.
Peace be with
Peace be
you.
with you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Be
Hit
with
the
y'all. Like,
daggone
comment, subscribe,
button.
share,
Right.
follow
You all.
Hit
everything.
the button.